The new season kicks off big. Here, they're all out to conquer, and surrender is not an option. The prize, their first silverware of the season. Here, greatness returns.
It is business as usual.
The FA Community Shield. Man City versus Arsenal. Live on Astro 644 and Astro Go.
Volubly for itself. And we'll tell you that the temperature inside with the roof closed is most agreeable. It's a very different story outside, however. A roasting hot late afternoon here in the Metroplex area. And a good thing, quite frankly, that we're not exposed to the ferocious elements. Great to have the pleasure of your company. Derek Ray here on the commentary position, joined by former Venezuela international striker Alejandro Moreno. A pre-season occasion to savour and a chance for so many fervent fans of the Blaugrana and the Merengues, normally far removed from the great cities of Barcelona and Madrid, to drink it all in, to see their heroes in action up close and perhaps in many cases for the very first time. Ali, the new season in Spain just a couple of weeks away, and we're already learning plenty about where Barcelona and Real Madrid are in terms of preparation.
And in the case of Real Madrid, they seem to be further along. And what we saw from them against Manchester United in the midweek, I have to say, that first half in particular was very impressive. In terms of what we've seen from Barcelona so far, well, they had to get over their stomach bug, their virus. And that, I think, has pushed back their preparation. And what we saw from them against Arsenal is that there is some work to be done. Today will be an important test for both teams. Confirmation of what we have seen from Real Madrid and a Barcelona team that wants to continue to get better.
As Ali mentioned there, Barcelona had to cancel their first game on tour against Juventus in Santa Clara, California, due to the virus outbreak. They then had a pretty intense experience of 5-3 defeat against a highly motivated Arsenal.
That there is some work to be done. Today will be an important test for both teams. Confirmation of what we have seen from Real Madrid and a Barcelona team that wants to continue to get better.
As Ali mentioned there, Barcelona had to cancel their first game on tour against Juventus in Santa Clara, California, due to the virus outbreak. They then had a pretty intense experience of 5-3 defeat against a highly motivated Arsenal in LA. Real Madrid beaten Milan 3-2 at the Rose Bowl in Pasadena, California, before wowing everyone in the match against Manchester United. Two classy goals from Jude Bellingham and Joselu over in Houston. And here they come. There is Robert Lewandowski, the top scorer in La Liga last season, his first campaign in Spain, 6 years running now as goal-scoring champion in the division he's been playing in at that particular time. 5 in a row with Bayern before the move to Barcelona. It's such a treat, isn't it, for these supporters?
Absolutely. And just for some of them, it's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity and the dream of a lifetime to be able to watch their heroes, their clubs, their teams, to see them live in this sort of environment. We've seen the excitement of the people here in the Dallas area flying in numbers to come and watch Real Madrid and Barcelona. These are clubs that move the masses, that move the needle, and we're so very fortunate to be here with them.
The pre-match drama. Barcelona with this lineup. Marc-André ter Stegen in goal, changes in the full-back positions with Jules Koundé and Alex Balde in for Serginho Dest and Marcos Alonso respectively. Ilkay Gundogan says he's still getting used to his new teammates, and vice versa. Frenkie de Jong and Ousmane Dembele make their first starts on tour. And the armband there for Real Madrid is Dani Carvajal. Alan Chapman is the referee, based in the state of Utah, former professional footballer himself in Arizona, and an MLS official since 2012. Kevin Locke and Ben Pilgrim are the assistants. Well, for Real Madrid, it looks like this. Thibaut Courtois in goal. He's missed the first couple of games due to a minor injury. He returns in for Andriy Lunin. Eder Militao coming in for Antonio Rüdiger, and Ferland Mendy for Fran Garcia. Looking at the midfield, got to talk about Jude Bellingham and that position at the top of the diamond. Really enjoying life already with his new club. Rodrigo and Vinicius Junior, the two-pronged attack. Thibaut Courtois, one of the best in the world. Marc-Andre ter Stegen, we saw him a little bit earlier. Sergio Roberto is the club captain, but the armband being worn by ter Stegen on this occasion, and just about ready for the off. Terrific atmosphere here in the Lone Star State. The city of Arlington, the American dream city, and it's a dream match for these spectators. El Clásico Americano, as it was described in one of Spain's main football publications today. Barcelona against Real Madrid here in Arlington, Texas, where it's positively boiling outside, considerably cooler. I'm delighted to be able to report under the roof with the air conditioning and a searing hot atmosphere nonetheless. And it is a grass surface. It's usually an artificial surface for the NFL here, the Dallas Cowboys, but specially installed, and Real Madrid trying to get onto the front foot straight away with Rodrigo. Ali, for you, what will be the keys to this?
Well, it's going to be interesting to see that matchup that we talked about so many times last season, Ronald Araujo against Vini Jr. Well, it's actually not Ronald Araujo against Vini Jr. in 1v1 situation now, because of what we see from Real Madrid and Carlo Ancelotti playing with a 4-4-2. Now Vini's going to be in a more central position. The communication between Jules Koundé and Ronald Araujo is going to be key for Barcelona to be able to address Vini Jr. and his movement.
Frenkie de Jong, as is his wont, dropping back into that deeper position in midfield. Oriol Romeu is the new anchor man back at Barcelona, vastly experienced. Remember, no Sergio Busquets anymore. It's going to take a bit of getting used to. And here's Dani Carvajal, and this cut out there by Andreas Christensen, who certainly got better as the season wore on last time around. I want to talk about the respective formations, what Barcelona have been working on, what Real Madrid have been working on with this new diamond shape. Karim Benzema no longer part of the equation, so having to do one or two things a little bit different. Alex Balde, he was certainly a huge success story last season. I don't think we really had an inkling at the beginning of the campaign, Ali, that he was to become the left back of choice.
And in the case of Alejandro Balde, he became the starter for Barcelona because of his performances and the quality of his performances. So much so that essentially he pushed a club, I would suggest, legend Jordi Alba. He pushed him out with performances. I think that's the credit of Alejandro Balde and the credit of Xavi to make that big decision.
Yeah, that's a very fair comment. Barca fans no doubt delighted that İlkay Gündoğan is on board. Such a composed figure in midfield. And he's been talking about he's growing accustomed to his teammates, to their way of playing, and of course it's the other way around as well. Pedri has to get on the ball. Gündoğan going in. Well, hit with real power and precision. And trying to test Thibaut Courtois. Here they come again, Barcelona. Gündoğan. And that one just taking off. Well, my goodness, seconds ago, Xavi certainly enjoyed that strike from Oriol Romeu.
not just a strike, it's the build-up. It's Barcelona with possession. Hits it so very well, so cleanly. Thibaut Courtois really with a courtesy dive because he's never getting there. Off the post and out. Unfortunate for Romeo and Barcelona.
Well, it has been an action-packed beginning. Should be looking up towards the giant scoreboard. And I say giant, I've never seen a scoreboard quite as big. It's right in front of our eyes, literally. And the fans, as we speak, looking at that shot by Just right up for it. Talking to somebody in the hotel earlier. Flown in from the Boston area. Long-time Barcelona fan. Didn't want to miss it. Rare chance to watch the Blaugrana on American soil. And Vinicius Junior trying to take off that time. Wriggling. So it's De Jong who smuggles it away. With terrific authority in the end. Valverde came back to. He's a real favourite of Carlo Ancelotti, the Uruguayan. Valverde. American soil. And Vinicius Junior trying to take off that time. Wriggling. So it's De Jong who smuggles it away. Also hit with terrific authority in the end. Valverde came back to. He's a real favourite of Carlo Ancelotti, the Uruguayan. Valverde.
I think he would be the favourite of many. Ronald Araujo against Vini Jr.
It comes a bit in the end. It was Gundogan. He's trying to make the move with the ball at his feet. There he is. Carlo Ancelotti. Of course, Brazil in his future. It's been part of the discussion. Exactly what his role with the Brazilian national team is going to be in the short term.
That's a really good hit from Romeo. You cannot hit a ball any cleaner than that. Courtois is already late. It's so cleanly, beautifully done.
Here's Rodrigo. And a carve out a pocket of space. Can't quite place it on the target. One end to the other. That sort of tempo, that sort of pattern in the first 7.5 minutes.
And once again, we're talking about what are the matchup defensively for Barcelona. It used to be very straightforward when you played Real. Both Rodrigo and Vini Jr. are in central area.
Well, that was a mistake by Ter Stegen. Will Real Madrid be able to punish him? Just looking for the right angle. Again, happy to play their way out there, Barcelona. It's with Balde. Chapman, the referee, intervenes. Lewandowski had gone down. Breathless beginning here.
There's an opportunity for transition there. If Lewandowski gets his head up, Pedri had made a run through the middle of midfield into an open space that Eder Militao had left vacant, given the fact that he was going to go press the ball. Lewandowski instead absorbs the pressure, absorbs the foul. Militao takes him down. Opportunity gone.
Lewandowski had gone down. Breathless beginning here.
There's an opportunity for transition there. If Lewandowski gets his head up, Pedri had made a run through the middle of midfield into an open space that Eder Militao had left vacant, given the fact that he was going to go press the ball. Lewandowski instead absorbs the pressure, absorbs the foul. Militao takes him down. Opportunity gone.
Different line of thinking in comparison with what we saw when Bellingham was in Dortmund, and he served Dortmund especially well, but very much a box-to-box player. And he's wearing 5 for Real Madrid. He's seen as, if you like, a 10.
and a different type of 10 as well. Not the guy that is just going to put his foot on the ball and is going to link up and is going to join in the attack. He's got enough physicality in his game where he can do that work defensively, but he has also that ability to cover that gap offensively. So as Vini Jr. and Rodrigo sort of split to wider areas, he has the responsibility then to be
It was described in the newspapers offside here, the speedy Ousmane Dembele. Not sure about his future. He has been sharing speculative sentences with PSG, Paris Saint-Germain.
Just leaning in an offside position. Militao has the speed to cover. I don't know if he gets back in time to cover Dembele.
And then Militao alongside David Alaba. In the middle of that defence now, the Barcelona players had stepped up, and here's Jude Bellingham. A very important block there by Jules Koundé. Well, not finished here at Real Madrid. Rodrigo, disappointing end to that move. Bellingham had made the initial run.
That's exactly the sort of movement that we were just talking about. It's being good defending from Koundé. However, that run from deeper in the midfield is one that Bellingham is willing to do, and it's one.
Would you say, Ali, it feels like a pre-season friendly?
No,
not really. Gundogan. Here is Oriol Romeu taking over. Koundé with Araujo off to the right of him. Romeu again. Christensen, Spanish international.
Ready to enter crypto? Get started easily with your bank card or through bank transfer. Choose from over 300 cryptocurrencies, with more than 60 local currencies supported in over 245 countries.
Against Real Madrid, part of the Soccer Champions Tour 2023. Real Madrid a little bit ahead of Barcelona in terms of their match preparation because of the virus that did the rounds in the Barca camp last weekend, that was. And then Militao. Didn't quite work out. Mendy has gone forward on the left. To Fran Garcia on the left-hand side of the Real Madrid defence.
And I think his place on the team for Mendy is in peril.
It could be a story we follow in the days between now and the start of the season. We're waiting for that special moment to capture the fans who are inside.
Pedri trying to make a run in behind, and if you're Militao, there's no need to foul Pedri. He's going nowhere at that point. There's pressure coming from other areas. It was going to be difficult for him to combine. Now it's a free kick opportunity for Barcelona.
And plenty of support for the Blaugrana. Lewandowski points inside the area, so to Christensen. Gundogan getting it to Pedri and catching out Real Madrid here, and there's Dembele with the opening goal for Barcelona. A sure-footed finish from Ousmane Dembele. Joy for the Barca fans. There are many of them here in Arlington, Texas, and Dembele managing to slot it home past Courtois.
Beautiful set play from Barcelona, and it is indeed a set play. You think that Pedri is the one taking the shot on? No, he's only attracting attention, and a whole lot of ball watching going on from Real Madrid. Nobody running with Ousmane Dembele, who says, thank you, I'm going to take this first touch forward, second touch to the far post. Beautiful, gorgeous finish from Ousmane Dembele. Barcelona, 1-0.
Well, Xavi approves. Barca have been 2 out of 2 in previous tussles with Real Madrid here in the USA. Off and running this afternoon, late afternoon here in the Dallas area. 7 time zones away from Spain. Plenty of people staying up late in Spain to take in the action. It was a late night culture anyway in Spain. Of course, we know, covering La Liga, that plenty of 10 p.m. kickoffs. So just an hour after that kickoff time in Spain for this game. Camavinga. What can Real Madrid do to respond? Rodrigo went over there. Starman in the Copa del Rey final. Osasuna. Here's Gundogan, and it's opening up again for Barcelona, and it's Dembele and Lewandowski trotting into the middle. To reach for it, Lewandowski. Balde took on the shot. A very important block there by David Alaba. Camavinga. Mendy. For Los Blancos. Rodrigo on the move again. Vinicius Junior is met there by Jules Koundé. Nothing illegal about that.
It's a really good moment of transition for Barcelona as Frankie de Jong is able to win possession of the ball. Ilkay Gundogan for a very good first touch forward. Now he's finding the run of Dembele, and Dembele now finding who you would think would be the answer, and that's Robert Lewandowski. The ball goes past Lewandowski eventually to Alejandro Balde. Real Madrid does just enough defensively. It's good runs and good movement inside the 18-yard box. There are options everywhere for Dembele. It's not a bad ball, but not a good first touch from Lewandowski. Eventually it does fall to Alejandro Balde. Transition from Barcelona is something that we saw at times last season, but it's not what they do best. But when you got a guy like Dembele, if you're able to complete that first pass out of pressure, now it opens everything up for them in the attack.
Frankie de Jong taking on more responsibility in Barcelona this season. So that senior group of professionals, team council if you like. Roberto as the club captain, but he might not be starting every week. I don't think he will be. Put away there by Christensen. Xavi's men, 1 to the good. It's 1 win apiece in La Liga last season in the Clásico matches. Which was Real Madrid trying to set something up using Valverde here. And right across the face of goal, and they're asking the question about possible handball, and it's a penalty. A penalty to Real Madrid. Protestations from Barcelona, but they were fully convinced. Those wearing white. Xavi's expression tells you the story. Well, Araujo pointing to an imaginary screen, or at least with the gesture, but this is what happened, Ali.
Can't quite see it there, and that looks like an arm extended away from the body. 100% a penalty. Good service from Valverde. Again, Jude Bellingham, a presence inside the 18-yard box. Araujo sees it late. That arm is away from the body. It's a penalty.
Vinicius Junior in position here. Dembele scored earlier. Oh, he's missed it, Vinicius. Smacking it off the crossbar. Not to be for Real Madrid. On with the game. And Gundogan reaching out there was De Jong and Balde. And it really has been a helter-skelter start. Alan Chapman pointing to the spot. That decision against Araujo. And Vinicius Junior unable to convert.
Ter Stegen already dove out of position. Vini Jr. just can't keep it down off the crossbar now.
Another side being allowed to settle into a rhythm.
And it's a talking point. Who takes the penalties now for Real Madrid? Benzema is out of the picture. He was the guy that had that responsibility. Now somebody has to be able to prove that they can be reliable from the penalty spot.
Here's Valverde. The Merengues, Camavinga. Once again, Mendy had stepped up on the left. Camavinga. Going to help the Real Madrid cause there.
Ter Stegen, he's already out of position. Vini Jr. has a whole lot to once again, what becomes of the role and the productivity and responsibility of Vini Jr. and Rodrigo without Benzema?
Here he is again. Dembele just couldn't quite control the ball. And it's with Camavinga for Real Madrid. Just strayed that time. Vinicius.
Dembele just couldn't settle the ball down. If he had taken a good first touch, then he's able to split the defenders and get past Alaba. Because he had a poor first touch, unable to split the defenders and allows Alaba to get back into the play.
Don't forget, Soccer Champions Tour continuing tomorrow. Manchester United and Borussia Dortmund in action. That's 9 p.m. Eastern Time. And being played in Las Vegas. So many compelling games up and down the USA these last few days, and more to come.